Hey everyone, Dr. Shook here. Hope you're doing well today. I wanted to share more information about triggers and drivers of rheumatoid arthritis. And in particular, I wanted to talk about the connection between crystalline silica and rheumatoid arthritis. So crystalline silica you're going to find in stone, you're going to find it in sand, it's going to be used in concrete. So it is a real problem for people that have rheumatoid arthritis. And really, if you have any just in general, you don't want to be exposed to this stuff because it creates lung inflammation and is not good for you at all. It's tied to and associated with all kinds of respiratory conditions, COPD, lots of inflammatory lung conditions. And so basically, getting exposed to silica is very inflammatory. It inflames the lungs. It drives an immune response. And that immune response, especially in people that are susceptible, genetically susceptible to rheumatoid arthritis, it changes. The immune response can change some of the proteins of your own tissues. And this is called citrullination. Now, we've talked about this in other videos. Citrullination is really important. We talked about it with smoking, which does tie to this because we're talking about the lungs, the respiratory system, and the immune response that can occur due to exposure of the tissues of the lungs to irritants. And this is very important. So it can initiate this inflammatory process that changes your proteins in your tissues that lead to the immune system basically reacting to your tissues as if they are foreign. And this could be a trigger and driver of rheumatoid arthritis. So it's really important, if you work in industries where you're exposed to this type of stuff, that you want to have good ventilation. If you can, if you're doing cutting of stone or something, you want to use water if at all possible to reduce the dust. You want to wear, personal protective equipment. Absolutely have a fitted, very good, highly rated mask so that you're reducing this exposure, so you're not damaging your lungs, triggering the immune response, and potentially initiating or perpetuating autoimmune processes. So these are some things that I think are really important, and I think in general, the thing here is control your air quality. Your air quality matters so much. When I'm working with people, I try to get them to assess potential exposures, environmental exposures. And so we look at water, we think about food quality and things that might be in food. We talk about air, we talk about personal care and hygiene products, because all of those are ways that you're going to get things from your environment through your barrier systems into your bloodstream, which could trigger immune responses and cause immune issues. But if you have questions, join us in our group. There's a link in the bio. You can join my RA Reset program, and then you can ask very specific questions.